Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lena, and today I'm talking about a few nursing essentials that have really helped me out to make nursing a little bit easier. We are talking about real breastfeeding and all the things that can help make breastfeeding a little bit easier on mom and baby. On this channel, I make videos simplifying money and home in the hopes that it will make your life a little bit easier. If that's content that you need in your life, please hit that subscribe button so that YouTube lets you know when I upload a new video. And with that, let's get right into it. So I have had the opportunity to breastfeed 2 babies now, and I am very grateful that it worked for me, and I know that it doesn't always work for everybody, and it is not easy. Even if it is natural to breastfeed a baby, it is not easy. And actually, my second baby has been harder to breastfeed than my first baby, and there was a whole learning curve with that. So if your breastfeeding journey is not going perfectly, know that that is perfectly normal, and it is really hard, and you are doing the best that you can with the things that you know about. And if the breastfeeding doesn't actually end up working out for you in the long run, do not despair, and you are still doing a great job by feeding your baby in the best way that you know how. Also, if you are having difficulties with breastfeeding, definitely try to find a lactation consultant. They can be so helpful or encouraging or give you that little extra boost that you need to help you continue if that's where you're going, or encourage you to try something else, or come up with a solution for you. So if you're struggling with that, definitely try to find a lactation consultant in your area if that is something you're interested in. Breastfeeding can definitely have lots of bumps in the road, and that is perfectly normal. And I wish people talked about that more, that it's not just this easy cakewalk and everything is perfect and great, but sometimes it's a lot of work to figure out how you're going to feed your baby. So these are just a few things that have helped my breastfeeding journey be a little bit easier, facilitate it a little bit better so that it works better for our lives and allows me to be a semi-functioning human at the same time as breastfeeding a baby. So first, I'm going to talk about things for mom to make the journey a little bit easier, and then I'm going to talk about things that you need to help you be able to get away and leave the baby for more than 2 hours at a time. So first up are these hickas. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But these are silicone breast pumps, and I actually have 2 different styles, and I don't know if you can see them very well, but I have this kind that doesn't have a ridge at the end, and it has like flowers on it and stuff, and then I have one that does have a ridge on the end. And this is the new kind that is more common now, but I actually like this kind a little bit better because it actually hurts less and it has a little bit less suction. So here's the website where you can buy one of these. They're a little bit pricey, but I definitely would recommend having 2, and I'll tell you why in a moment. And you can also get them on Amazon. So this one is $20, but you could look around on different sites or at garage sales to maybe find that one that would be less expensive. But I would say this is definitely something you need, especially at the beginning, because often at the beginning you overproduce milk, which means while your baby is nursing on one side, you're like dripping everywhere on the other side. And this problem can be easily solved by having that hicka on the other side that the baby's not nursing on, and then you can collect the breast milk and put it in your freezer. It also means you don't have to get out your pump every time you nurse the baby and you're overproducing. And these are super useful for the middle of the night, and that's why you need 2, is because when the baby starts sleeping longer in the middle of the night, but your body's not ready for that, you have to do something or you're just going to be super uncomfortable and you won't be able to sleep. So I wake up and I extract some milk with the little silicone breast pumps, and then I can go back to sleep until the baby is ready to wake up. But I'm not pumping, so I'm not getting a ton out. I'm just relieving my discomfort and saving myself from infection and engorgement. So my body adjusts fairly quickly to the new schedule because I'm still very full, but I'm not over full and just super painful. So next up, what you need is a good water bottle. So this is the water bottle that I have. It is a Camelback. It comes in different colors, which is fun. And the important things to me are that you can drink it with one hand, because when you're holding your baby and your water bottle, you can't do anything that requires you to actually be clever or do it with more than one hand. So I can do this water bottle with one hand, and it is mostly waterproof unless you like flip it upside down and shake it really hard, which means things happen and get knocked over and the baby kicks things. So if your water bottle is not waterproof, or you have one of those big ones with a straw, like if you don't set it in a safe place, you're kind of going to be in trouble. But this water bottle I throw around everywhere, and it seems to be just fine. The other thing I like about this water bottle is that I can clean it all the way. So it does have an internal straw, but I can take the straw and clean it, and I can also take off this tip and clean all the parts of this, which is important to me, because is it really a reusable water bottle if you can't clean every single little speck of it? If you've ever nursed, you know that the second your baby latches on, you become so thirsty. So you better have that water bottle full and ready right next to you the moment the baby is hungry. Okay, next up is breast pads. You definitely need these, especially at the beginning, because if you don't have them, you will leak everywhere. For me, at least, I stop leaking about 2 to 3 months, so I don't actually need them after a while, but at the beginning, you definitely need them, and they'll definitely be soaked a lot. So they do make disposable versions of these, but of course that's creating a bunch of trash, and then you have to keep paying for them. But I like the reusable kind. I have some that my sister made, and I don't know where they got these ones, but these ones are pretty nice, and I'll show you on their website here. And they're made of bamboo, and they are not free, but you can reuse them and wash them, no problem, as many times as you need. So you definitely need a handful of those. The next thing that mom needs is nursing clothes. I know that some people like going from the top, or some people like doing the 2-layer method where you're wearing 2 shirts. It's really up to you, but I feel like it's really nice for mom to have some clothes that work well for nursing and they look good. So I wanted to show you a few sites where you could get some clothes that might work for your nursing style. And of course, it's fun to have new clothes, and it's really hard having a baby, especially since, you know, you often gain weight while you're pregnant, and then you have the baby and you're not feeling great about your body. But it's a great time to get some fun, exciting nursing clothes, because then you feel like, yes, I am nursing the baby and this is what I'm supposed to do, and I've got my clothes that work perfectly for this. And that just feels so nice. I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is my favorite site. Seraphine or something like that. They have some great nursing clothes. I definitely gravitate toward nursing clothes that have a pattern on them, because when a baby spits up on you, you don't notice as much if there is a pattern. So the kind of clothes that they have often have like side zippers. They're not super inexpensive, but it's definitely worth the investment. And it's great to feel like you look put together, and you can still nurse your baby wherever you go, whatever you decide to do. So they've got the zipper method, and then they've also got the lift up with the section. So that's my favorite, but there are a couple other ones I wanted to show you. Okay, there's Latched Mama, and I actually have gotten clothes from them also. By the way, none of this is sponsored yet. So Latched Mama definitely has some more casual things. They are not particularly inexpensive either, but they're definitely a little bit less than the previous site that I was showing you. Definitely more comfy style things, this cotton jersey sort of thing. They also have quite a bit of solids, and like I was saying, solids are a little bit harder. Yeah, see, they've got the lift up method for their nursing clothes right there. The other way to get nice nursing clothes is to search for shirt dresses or things that button up, because if you have to buy specialty nursing clothes, it can be more expensive, or you won't even be able to find anything. But button-up things are way more common, and you have to make sure that they're functional buttons or it's worthless. So this is a spendy place. I haven't actually gotten anything from here yet. I would love to, but anyway, so here's Bowden, and I just looked up shirt dresses. I'm into dresses. You don't have to be into dresses. Maybe you're into shirts and pants or jeans or whatever, but I love dresses. So I just looked that up, and they have quite a few really nice styles that look super put together and awesome, and you wouldn't have to like think of a million different things to wear or anything, because you have the one thing to put on. You don't have to figure out what pants you're doing. At least that's important for me, but I want to make sure that I feel like I am doing the mom thing and embracing the mom thing, and part of that to me is having clothes that work for this phase of my life. Okay, the next thing that mom needs is nursing pajamas. So this is kind of on the same track as the nursing clothes, but at night it's really nice to have some nice things that work for nursing so that you aren't patching together random clothes to nurse in during the night. And that's what I'm doing right now. I need to buy some, but these are kind of some of the things that I was looking at that would work for nursing. Okay, so on LL Bean, they have some button-up things. So it depends kind of like what the season is and how hot you sleep and what that's like for you. But we've got the traditional flannel jammies that they have the button-up top if you're really cold like I am. And I have had a pair like this before that has been super useful with that button-up top. LL Bean also has this cool button-up nightgown. So if you're a nightgown person, you could get this flannel nightgown, and it has the buttons, so you could nurse in it, but it is, yeah, it looks so cozy. And then if you want to do something that's a little bit lighter weight, they also have these little shorts that button, and they've got the pants. So you're all coordinated, you're all cozy. This is another one of my favorite shops. You just get to learn all about where I shop. You can just look just like me all the time. Okay, so Draper James, I love them. They have this flannel set that has short sleeves. So that's a variety maybe that you're interested in. They have really cute patterns, which are so fun and I think are important. And look at this gingham. Yeah, so cute. So you get to feel cute and put together at night when you're sleeping, and maybe you just wear them all day too, that's fine. But you look coordinated, and yeah. So of course, not free, again, but worth the investment, I would say. Next up are things you need as a nursing mom so that you can have an outing that is longer than 2 or 3 hours so that someone else can feed your baby. So we already talked about these silicone breast pumps, so this can be a way to collect some extra milk and store that in your freezer so that you have something for somebody to feed your baby while you're gone. The other way, of course, is a pump. So breast pumps are often something that you can get covered by your insurance. Definitely look into that because they are spendy. So I just wanted to show you what I have here is that I have the breast milk bag attached to the pump. So you can pump directly into the bag often. You just try this out with your pump to see if it works, and it really might work, which makes your life so much easier. You don't have to wash something else, and then you just take it off and you zip it up and put it in the freezer. So try this out with your breast pump to see if it works. Another thing that you need to be able to leave is a bottle. So these are Dr. Brown bottles, and they seem to work great for us, and they've worked for both of our children. You can buy them on their website. You can buy them at wherever you get your groceries, probably. The plastic ones are not that expensive, which is nice. Another thing to know is that they have different sizes of nipples. So this one is a size 1 when they're really little, and then you can move up to a size 2 when they are a little bit bigger. So I know these are supposed to be magical bottles, but I don't know because I actually haven't tried anything else. But I wanted to show you what we use. So the other thing to make the leaving a possibility is that the baby has to take the bottle. So for us, that means we're kind of trying to introduce the bottle fairly early. so that the baby is used to taking milk from a bottle. So I definitely wanted to make sure that the baby had a pretty good latch before taking the bottle, but I didn't want to wait until they were 6 months old and then ask them to take the bottle, because that would make it more likely that they'd just be like, no, this is not the real thing, no thank you. Let me know down in the comments, what did I miss? What are some of your breastfeeding essentials? Also, please like this video so that YouTube knows that it's a keeper, and please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.